Good morning, my name is Asa, nice to meet you, and welcome back to my channel if you already know me. So today's a big day. I want to start painting two huge canvases in our living room. So we have a very big and empty wall in the living room, and recently we purchased two huge canvases, and the idea was to paint two landscapes and decorate our living room. And it took me some time to get ready for this big project, but I think I'm ready. Yeah, let me show you the living room, the canvases. I'll explain to you what I'm going to paint, and let's get started. So this is the living room, and here's big empty wall that really needs some paintings. And here's the canvases I purchased. The idea is simple. I'm going to paint two landscapes, and we chose them. It's not random landscapes. It is the landscapes from the place where my husband and I go for summer to work, where his parents live and where he used to live for a long time. We call it ranch, and it's a very beautiful place. They have a nice pond next to their house, and we are going to paint one canvas we're going to paint pond on one canvas, and the other idea is, I'll show you right now. So here's the photo. It's a little house. I think it was old shed, but it's not far away from our house too. So when I saw it and the sunset and geese are flying on the background, I took a picture, and I really love this picture. So I want to paint this old shed on the other canvas. So I think today I'll probably start with the shed painting, and depends on how much time it will take me to paint, but then the next painting will be the painting of the pond. And yeah, I'm going to use oil paints for my paintings, and this time I think we will move to the kitchen to paint, because I don't know if you noticed, but there's carpet in my studio everywhere, and I don't want to accidentally paint my carpet with oil paints, so we'll move to the kitchen and paint on the tiles. This is everything I need for the painting. I have my oil paints here, my titanium white, because I ran out of titanium white super fast, oil thinner, my brushes, coffee, cell phone with photo reference, and I bought these plates, and I want to use them as my palette because I'm so tired of cleaning palette from oil paints. I don't really know how to do it. I see people scrub it a lot, and honestly it kind of demotivates me from painting. So I just decided to buy paper plates and, you know, use them once on one side and probably turn them and use on the other side and throw them out. Maybe it's a bit wasteful, I don't know, we'll see. So far I don't know any better way to make oil palette and clean it easily.
Hello, voiceover Asa here. As you can see, I moved from my studio to the kitchen floor and it wasn't the best decision. I'm such a chair dweller, so I probably hurt my back and my knees this day. Oh well, you never know if you don't try, right? I started this painting with a sketch that I did with paints and I skipped underpainting here. In all honesty, I still don't know if underpainting is worth doing. Maybe they're super helpful with portraits, but in my case, I could easily paint without it because landscapes are super easy for me to paint and I don't need additional steps for this process. The hardest part was, of course, the house. Painting straight lines with paints is a nightmare, but doing it on a huge canvas is a double nightmare. My only advice would be relax, take a deep breath, and don't panic. Because when you panic, your hands might start shaking. They know that you're panicking, so be careful. It's been a long time since I painted on a big canvas, and I have to admit my hand was not used to big movements. It is so good to practice painting on big surfaces from time to time if you have such opportunity. My dream is to paint mural one day, but I have no idea how to do it and I keep delaying it. Maybe working on these big pieces will boost my confidence and I will be ready for the mural. For now, I'm not very confident in my art. I'm not willing to share it with other people, and if I'm honest, I'm afraid. I have this unpleasant feeling of not being good enough, and no matter how many compliments I receive, I still feel like it is not my time. I need to wait and practice more. Even filming my art and showing it to other people is a huge step for me, but what I learned painful way is we should meet our fears. You can't hide from them. They're not outside, they're inside. Either you deal with them or they defeat you, and I chose to fight them.
This is what we have for today, and I think for now I'm done. I'm pretty tired, it's getting darker, so I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, it's the next day today and I want to keep working on my painting. As you can see, I moved from the kitchen to my studio because it is more convenient here. All my art supplies are here, my computer is here. So yeah, kitchen floor didn't work for me, but I'm glad to be back in my studio. Yesterday I was working on my painting a little bit and I didn't film it because it was too late and too dark. But let me show what I've done and let's keep working on it. Yesterday I added more shadows to the side of the house, to the door, and I added more paint on the roof. I also worked on the plants and basically they became brighter. First layer was a bit too transparent, especially in these areas. So I added more yellow there, more orange to make it look like plants are dry, and I added more paint to the road. That's basically it.
This day I spent on finalizing what I already painted. Oil paint teach you patience, that's for sure. It might seem from this video that I paint every day. In fact, it's been 3 days between the first day and today. Oil paints take at least 3 days to try. Not completely, but good enough so I can keep working. So if you want to try painting with oils, keep in mind that it takes longer than other mediums. I used acrylics my whole life, and I thought oil paints are something old-fashioned, something from the past that we can easily abandon these days. How wrong I was. Oils and acrylics are so different, and you can't replace one with the other. It might not look like it because video camera will never show you true colors and patterns, but I highly recommend trying oil paints at least once. When I started using oil paints, I stumbled upon one problem. I occasionally paint my clothes, and no matter what I tried, the paint will stay on your clothes forever. So one Saturday morning, I went to the thrift store. Luckily, it's very close to my house, and bought a shirt. It is a men's shirt, and it's going to be my painting shirt. I chose it because I don't only want to look professional, but I also want to feel professional. So you'll see this shirt on the next painting day in this video. And yeah, half of the day I spent painting and the other half worrying about my clothes. One more frustrating thing happened with my paints as well. I ordered more yellow and ochre paints because I used it all on this painting. The ochre came the next day and I was so happy and excited, but when I opened the box, it had random brown lipstick in it. Unfortunately, I had to reorder my paints and it might take a week before I get it. But anyways, today I'm going to finish the main part of this painting, which is plants and the house, and tomorrow I can start working on the sky because I don't need to wait till this painting is dry.
Alright, let me show you what I painted today. It started to look more realistic and detailed. What I did is I added shadows to the house, to the shed. I added hills on the background, so it kind of shows us the horizon line. And I painted branches on the bushes. I added more leaves, more shadows, more details. Basically went from big rough brush strokes to small ones. And I think that's it for today. I have work projects I need to do, so I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, it's day number 3 and we're almost done. I need to paint the sky, a couple birds, and I also want to put more details on the top of every bush. And I think it is almost done. I really hope I can finish it today because filming process also slows down my painting process, but you know, I'm used to it, so hopefully we will finish today. And yeah, let's go back to painting. we are done with the landscape part. I have finished painting bushes, house, everything in the bottom part of the painting. And now I'm ready to paint the sky. So the sky will be just a bluish gradient, no clouds, not anything, just a nice plain background. And I will paint geese flying right here, and I think we will be done. It's been 3 days since I started painting this painting and I think it could be shorter. I think I could have finished it in 2 days, but you know, filming takes a lot of time and effort, so I hope you guys enjoy watching this video because I definitely enjoy making it and painting this artwork. Well, it's time to paint little geese right here and we will be done. Don't forget to sign your painting. This is it. This is final result and I'm very happy how it turned out. It's been 3 days and I'm satisfied. This is exactly what I wanted to paint, and this big guy needs some time to dry and we will be ready to put it in the living room. I'll take a break from painting this, working on this project because I ran out of yellow paints and I ordered them on Amazon, but unfortunately they messed up my order, so I need to wait a couple more days. Yeah, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the result. I hope you enjoyed watching it and I'll see you soon. Good morning, welcome to the next day. Today we are going to make second painting. So I installed both canvases on the same level because I want the horizon line be the same, like this. And yeah, I finally got my paints from Amazon because I ran out of yellow ochre and just like basic yellow color. And I couldn't continue painting without them, so finally they're here and I'm ready to continue. So the idea of this for the second painting is basically also a landscape, but it will be a view on the pond, a tree, a lot of tall grasses, and I want to keep the color scheme pretty much the same as the first painting. So yeah, I'm ready and let's get started. This is my photo reference for the second painting.
And again, I start with a very simple and quick sketch to make sure all the objects are placed nicely and in the right spots. The most important object on this painting is the horizon line, of course. I chose dark red for the sketching, and in the end it didn't matter because oil blends so well.
Alright, so horizon line is pretty much the same. I sketched it super quick and I'll move out the second painting because I don't want to ruin it, and let's start painting.
My main goal is to make an underpainting for the sky, water and plants. This painting is easier for me to paint because first painting showed to me that I can do it and it's not scary at all. Basically, I repeat the same process again and again. Big confident brushstrokes all over the canvas. No need to worry about mistakes at this point. You can always fix it later. Just make sure that proportions are correct and keep an eye on the color. It's not hard to fix it in the future, but I'm sure you want to save your time and energy.
I have finished underpainting, sorry, too close to the camera, and I think colors look nice. I like them. Composition is good. So I guess I'll take a little break and come back to the painting and start layering details.
This is the step where big spots of paint turned into an image, a landscape in my case. To warm up a little bit, I decided to start painting small plants in the bottom part of the painting. I'm pretty confident in painting plants, so it will be a good starting point. I keep the first painting close so I can compare colors and make sure they both look good together. I have to admit the second painting feels much easier to paint. My hand got used to big movements. I don't forget to look at the painting from the distance anymore. Sometimes I forget to do it, and it is a big mistake, especially for such a big painting. And of course, it's so motivating to see something turning out good. You just want to keep painting all day. I made the lake a little bit too bright. I might need a lot of white paint to make the right shade. The hardest part, I think, is going to be the tree on the right. I want to make it very detailed and realistic, but I doubt I can do it today. And it might take some time to paint the water because it has a lot of water ripples, and without them, the lake just doesn't look right.
This is what I did today. I really enjoy it. I love colors, I love everything, and I think it is very close to an end, but it needs a lot of details to make it look more realistic. And I'll probably paint a little bit more tonight, but I will not film it because it's going to be dark. So I'll show you the result tomorrow, and tomorrow we will keep painting.
So I think I lied a little bit about painting because I have finished this painting and I didn't film it. I honestly was very tired. I spent 3 weeks on this project and I just decided to show you the final result. I'm sorry if the end of the video is a little bit disappointing, but you saw mostly the whole process, so I hope you enjoy the final painting.
Well, this is it. It's been 3 weeks of painting and filming, and I think it's my biggest, longest, and the most complicated video so far. But in the end, I'm very happy with my result. I love both paintings. I think they look great together. And thank you for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got inspired to do something for your house, or maybe to just paint. I don't know. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.